The Intuitive Wellness Cafe podcast is hosted by me, intuitive eating wellness coach Deanna Kozarov. My mission is to show women that health and wellness can be achieved without the pursuit of weight loss, counting calories, and spending hours in the gym punishing yourself. I am taking back health and wellness from diet culture and showing women that they don't have to succumb to diet culture standards to feel good in their body and find joy in life. I'll be coming on the podcast to talk about a variety of topics that will help you on your journey to food freedom, movement, and how to care for your body and life. It is my hope that by having this podcast, you will have the mental and emotional space freed up to enjoy life instead of constantly worrying and stressing over food and exercise, and live the life that you deserve. Let's get started. Welcome to the 5th episode of the Intuitive Wellness Cafe podcast. I cannot believe it. I felt like I just started this podcast yesterday. Whether this is your first episode you are listening to or your 5th, thank you so much for supporting my podcast. And I'm starting to see reviews coming in. So thank you for those who left a review. It really means a lot to me. And if you haven't left a review yet, please do so. It will be so appreciated and will really help my podcast be more visible to others. Today, we are going to talk about how to spot sneaky diet culture in the disguise of food freedom or intuitive eating. Now that intuitive eating and the non-diet approach to health is gaining momentum, diet culture is seeing this and they too want to capitalize on this. So as always, they always want to hop on like the latest, ways to promote dieting and weight loss. So this topic has been brewing in me for like a really long time as I am out there promoting how I help women. And I was meaning for this to actually be my 6th episode, but I just could not wait any longer because it was just constantly in my face when I would go online. Like all these fitness and wellness coaches saying they help people ditch diets, but then they also promote weight loss, which is not the spirit of intuitive eating. That is not intuitive eating. That is not food freedom. That's not anti-diet approaches at all. So I'm going to go through a few ways that diets and weight loss are being promoted and how to spot them, how they're disguising them as actual diet culture. So the one I see a lot is the phrase that's being used a lot is it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle, which is used frequently to promote like workouts and programs, but they're still mentioning the word weight loss. So that is indeed a diet. So it is a diet. It's not just a lifestyle, but I see that term being thrown around a lot. Restricting calories. So that's another one that I see coaches and, fitness professionals use. And the word diet is not mentioned, but it is a diet when you're restricting calories. I mean, I know there's that one program new where they promote like the 1,200 calorie per day count, and that's for a toddler. 1,200 calories a day is not for an adult. Definitely not enough for an adult. So that, in regards, is still a diet. Another way of dieting is like promoting detoxes, cleanses, shakes. They may not use the word weight loss. They may not even use the word dieting, but promoting those detoxes and juicing, those are also like another way of promoting diets. I do have this one story. So I have this really cute boutique in my neighborhood, and the owner is great. I mean, she's great. And I love supporting small businesses, so I would go in there, and she does sell larger sizes in clothing. So she goes up to like extra large. So I thought, what would be a great way to collaborate with her than to collaborate with someone that promotes inclusive sizing. So then I got around to then asking her if she would like to do like some kind of event where I would come in and I would, promote like, my work and get people in the boutique. And because she has done that before with like other businesses, other small businesses in the area. And she started getting a little, I don't know how to explain it. She was kind of like, I don't know if that would work. I don't think I can see that, like bringing in more people. And then she was going on and on. So then it was like, okay, well, at least I tried. And then she was like, well, I'm a coach too. And I was like, oh, you are? Well, you never told me that. She was, yeah, I am a coach. And she said she was a coach for this MLM. I think you guys all know what MLM is, the multi-level marketing. There's like different companies, and she was part of an MLM, or is, I don't know if she still is, but she, at that time when I spoke to her, she said she is part of an MLM, and they help women lose weight. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just, I was like, oh, okay. So you're a coach too. So she was a weight loss coach, and I was just taken aback because she sells inclusive sizing, she promotes it, but then she does that on the side. So I was like, wow. So yeah, diet culture sneaks up in the most wildest ways in places you don't even expect. So now I see. So I wasn't like, I didn't take it personal that she didn't want to collaborate with me. I was kind of actually compassionate because I was like, well, now I see why she didn't want me to come in there and promote intuitive eating and the non-diet approach, because she promotes dieting on the side in her other business. So yeah, so it's really sneaky, I'm telling you. Okay, so moving on. So the next thing I see out there is, these coaches and whatnot promoting cutting out foods, cutting out macronutrients, the keto, the low carb, the Whole30, paleo, and they actually promote, cutting out foods like that and cutting out other foods in other programs. And that's pretty much a diet. That's dieting. Even though they don't use the word dieting, cutting out foods automatically is part of diet culture. Now, another one that I was seeing also is intuitive fasting. So the term intuitive fasting came into light then. A book was written about it, which is glaringly obvious. This is a diet and a way to restrict calories. Like, what the heck is intuitive fasting? I was just like, this is not intuitive. This is a diet. It's just intermittent fasting, which is another diet disguised to hop on the intuitive eating bandwagon. So don't fall for that. There's no such thing as intuitive fasting. It's intermittent fasting. It's another diet. And also another term that I was seeing is to earn your food. That was coming actually from an quote unquote intuitive eating coach. That's also a red flag, that this is also another way to focus on weight loss and dieting, using excessive workouts that will only burn you out at the end. So these coaches don't even use the word term weight loss, but they're very good at not mentioning it when in fact they are promoting weight loss in their programs. Food is a right, not something that some get and some shouldn't, and that you should earn. So be wary of that too. And also I noticed the hashtag, like on Instagram, intuitive eating. A lot of these weight loss coaches and whatnot are also using that hashtag, which is like so also deceptive. So when you follow that hashtag, intuitive eating, non-diet, anti-diet, like be on the lookout for these things that we just went over. So okay, well, that was it from me. So just be sure to check out my website if you haven't yet, DeannaKozarov.com. And if you like what you see, go ahead and apply to see if you would benefit from my coaching services. And if you are not ready for coaching, I do have some free resources you can sign up for as well on the website. So go check that out. And once again, thanks for listening, and I will chat with you on the next episode.